What is going on, guys? Another week, another episode. This week we're going to talk about the fact that the season is approaching and that you need to get focused.
You stay focused.
Okay, but all jokes aside, it is mid-April now and most of you guys signed up last winter time, maybe autumn. If it's your first triathlon this season, or if you're a veteran who has big goals, who wants to win age groups or do a new PB, all of us triathletes, when they sign up for a race, you do have a specific goal in mind. Maybe you don't speak it out to everybody, maybe you don't want to put the pressure on, but you know exactly when you signed up and pulled your credit card out to pay for that race, you knew exactly why you're doing it. Maybe you're doing it for changing, for health benefits, whatever it is. Now is the time to get focused because the race is about 4 to 10 weeks away for most of you guys, I assume. If you have a summer Ironman, for example, me, I have in 4 weeks time. That really crept up on us, didn't it? Like it was just January and winter time and like, oh, we have so much time and like, boom. It's the 20th of April and we're almost ready to go. The reason why I make this video is a friendly reminder for you to get focused now. I have 2 little tips for you that you can use for making the most out of that period, because until now maybe you worked on your weaknesses, you did some other things, you built your base. But now those 2 to 3 months before the race, those are key. Those are the ones you have to get the work in. You have to have a green training peaks and do everything possible without going too hard and all those classic mistakes, have the best recovery possible. Now is the time to focus. Now is no more time for joking around. You're committed to that race, you signed up, you want to do the best, either you want to finish, whatever you want to do, now is the time to get focused. So I have 2 little tricks for you for that period that's coming up. So it's the 2 C's, I made that up. The first C is commitments. What I mean by commitments is if you sign up and if you paid for an Ironman, it's a lot of money. Even half Ironman is a lot of money. If you travel there, it's a lot of money. There's a lot of financial commitment from your side involved to even do a race like that. I mean, it might be close to your door, but most of us are choosing nice locations, new locations. Maybe you bring your whole family, maybe you bring friends or your aunt, whoever, they're also coming. So there's a lot of money involved, and so you just need to remember that the commitments you made, you have to honor those in a sense. So you cannot be injured or you cannot do anything stupid in a sense. So you have to commit to a training plan. You really have to do the absolute most to reach that goal that you set out to do. So the tip I want to give you here is that since you chose to focus most likely on training, work and just eat, sleep, train, repeat, a bit of that maybe, because a volume and intensity, it will be more specific now in training, so it will be more challenging for you than just cruising around in January time, for example. So any extra commitments that you have, before you say yes, really remember this video and remember why you signed up for that race. Let's say, for example, in the weekend, most of you guys, by now I'm a bit more flexible, I can do every day more, but I remember that when I worked full time, the weekend heroes are the ones where you do the biggest volume. So for example, if a friend of yours asks you, a good friend, or might be your mom, whatever, and they ask you, hey, how about Saturday at 2 p.m. let's go for a brunch. And of course you want to go to a brunch, that sounds super good. And then you think, oh, wait a second, I have a 5-hour session planned. And of course you can cram it in before. But the reason why you have a weekend is that you can recover. You will be tired from the week and week's training. So saying yes to that commitment is boycotting the plan. So you have to really be smart with that. Of course, you can't just be zombie mode and you're not a professional. It's not like head down, and even professionals, you need balance always. But it's just a reminder to think again. If you commit to something and say yes, even if it's that extra work assignment that you don't have to do, but you're just this perfectionist A-type guy, it's okay to say no. And okay to say, hey, you don't have to give the reason to everybody, but you know, hey, for the next 6 to 10 weeks, this I choose, I believe, big in seasonality. So you have to have seasons within your year when you have more focus and less focus, or like you're the on and off mode. You have to have seasonality in your day as well, when you're on and when you're off. But now is the time, training wise, when you're on, you gotta get the work done and you gotta recover as well as possible. So the second C is communication. Even if you're living alone, even then you have to communicate with either your boss or your co-workers. So when you, for example, have a half an hour break and you want to take a 10-minute nap, that they're not getting worried, hey, he's getting burned out or anything. Just communicate to everybody, then you're also avoiding problems. So communicate to your spouse, to your family, to your workers, to your friends, whoever, that they don't make up their own reasons. Just say, hey, this is a period now of high focus, of high training for me. It's super important. You have to explain a bit. Not everybody knows now it's a specific time. They don't know how training periodization work. They don't know how triathlon works or any of that, right? So how tired you're going to be, that it's not possible that if you train 5-6 hours on a Saturday that you can't go shopping for 2 hours in a mall. Like, they can't relate, so you have to explain that. So you can avoid a lot of trouble with a lot of people that is easily avoidable, especially when you're tired. It's just going to be, you're going to give grumpy replies. So give a little heads up, say, hey guys, the next 6 to 10 weeks are super important for me in training. I really committed to this goal. I really want to finish that Ironman. I really want to break my PR, whatever it is. Say, no, you have passion for it. You're almost like the guy that is known for being this sportive triathlon crazy guy. But not everybody understands. So communication is key for this phase, that you really get the best out of you. Yeah, it's the same for me. It's also all those things in the videos here as well. It's a reminder for me as well. It's the same thing. I mean, I was always pretty focused, but now it's a time to double down on focus, because it's easy to slip small things like evening routines. When you did your stretches, suddenly you remember, oh, I haven't been doing this in a week. Or like other small things, hey, I always did Theragun after the run. Now I realized a week ago, oh damn, you haven't done it. I've done it, but not like every single run. It's small things, and recovery is the key part. If you don't know what to focus on with recovery, prioritize sleep over everything. By far the biggest is sleep. After that comes, of course, food and hydration. But if you have a weekend, it's called weekend on purpose. You don't have to start your ride at 6 in the morning. You're tired from the week. Of course, you have to see how busy the roads are if you start later, but you can start whenever you want. Because knowing, hey, you have the Saturday, Sunday, as much as possible free. Don't put appointments in there, like I said. Now it's the time to focus on training and recover afterwards, and then maybe have a nap after or anything that you don't do during the week. Really attack it like the best in the world would. Think about it. Hey, what would the best in the world do after a 5-hour session? Well, they would lay on the couch, they would eat, they would maybe have a 20-minute nap, and then your newborn. Try to get 10 hours sleep, all those things. So that's that. Hey, if there are any guys out there from Germany or anybody that's in the area of Frankfurt on the 5th of May, so that's pretty soon, 5th to 7th of May, I will be in Frankfurt. I'll do the race recon, I'll go to the lake there to swim on the Friday, that is the 6th, and do the bike ride, 1 loop, and then on Saturday again, bike ride, 1 loop, and running on the Ironman track, which is my big goal. It's 10 weeks time, maybe 9 by now, to Ironman Frankfurt. Time is flying, so same for me. I gotta stay focused and of course up the focus, do the little things that each of us don't want to do all the time. Now it's the time to really double down and say, hey, okay, I could be hanging around 40 minutes more on my phone and watching something, another YouTube video, but have the discipline now. No, I gotta put the phone away now so I can sleep and get my 8 hours, 9 hours, 10 hours, whatever you can, get it in, but don't sleep 6 hours and boycott your whole training plan. That's it for this week for me. I hope you guys are having a blast. Train well, train smart, don't train too hard. If you have any questions, pop them in the comment section below, and I see you next week. Bye bye.